Hello? See ya? Nothing. Look at this. This is good. This is good. Looked at the wristwatch. This is good. Listen for anything to snap here. Birds. Birds. Listen. Good girl! Too late! See ya! That reflected back off of that house straight up the road. That's perfect. This is how this shit works. These guys just come walking by, and all they gotta do is look. By the way, there's the moon. They just come walking by, and all they gotta do is look, or pull their cell phone out. Okay? Look at their wristwatch, have the wristwatch change to have the software start running. They could just pull the cell phone out and slide through something, have a special key push, special button push, and it automatically runs. This is how this shit works. And all they have to do is walk by. Some guys, all they have to do is walk by with a backpack, whatever's in their backpack, to collect shit. Because the shit will come right out of the lines, right out of the nodes, right off of the fence antennas, wherever it's being stored at, wherever the data is being stored. I have no clue if the phone's going to pick this up. But there's more color about right here than I know what to do with. And it's 6 straight lines of color. And it's got multiple colors, multiple nanometers. Harmonics, okay? That would be considered a harmonic. And since it's in color, whatever's trained to me can octavate that down and divide it with maths, as I learned from Mr. Howard yesterday. Because the nanometers will shift, the light will shift into sound, because it is a sound itself. But how this works, all somebody has to do is walk by anybody's home. It's not just me, this is anybody's home. Okay? And whatever materials that are using for data, it's not just stuck in the lines. This stuff is organic. This stuff it's electrical. Okay? Just like seeds. Saps, seeds, very light materials, little pieces of smart dust, okay? We all know what smart dust is. And that's a perfect example, but it's even more advanced. Okay, you can start using genetics now. DNA, whatever's in the blood, white blood cells. I think it's white blood cells. Okay, especially white blood cells, because now white blood cells is what sends a frequency out to the body and its immune system and starts making crystals. Okay, this is very important how this works, because your phone has crystals in it. Your camera has a crystal film, your CCD. And it's very tiny and small. And as I was stating in my last video, CIA had a pipe that worked off bone conduction. It was a radio receiver. You put the pipe in your mouth and bite on it, and you'd receive the radio signal, the radio broadcast. And this is all they have to do is walk by. The code is, see ya! The code is, no you ain't! Pleasure yourself! These are the codes that work off bone conduction. So all they have to do is walk by. So all they have to do is walk by for a cell transfer, a data transfer, especially with sickle cell anemia and the white blood cells. Watch the mannerisms. Watch how it walks. because it will try to change harmonics. The moon. This is twice now. This is cybersecurity. Stop. So now I am the boss. Stay away from my plane. See how this works? The solution is talk. Perfect timing. Look at this. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, I hear it. I hear the reflection. Oh, he's way up there. Perfect timing here. Right over the house. I don't know if the phone's picking it up or not. But it's an airplane. It's a Singwen. It's Cessna. And this is probably guised over there with the senators at the White House. They're talking to aliens or searching for aliens or, just to hide what the hell's going on in these power lines and these mind-reading technologies. And more importantly, the DNA computing and cell transformations and holographic technology. Wait until you see... someone calls up the police station or something one day. Not my neighborhood in general. Just like that lady that says she's seen this figure look like an alien at her house in Colorado, and it walked away. Wait until you see him show up, and they ring the doorbell and says, "We're trying to be like humans," and they start having sex. And people are just going to see this and call this in. It's going to be a hologram. Oh, it's coming back to life. That's good. Wait until you see something like this or hear something like this. It might not even ever make it because people are like, "Oh, you're just nuts." Until it happens to multiples of people. And then more importantly, like this static that goes around and interrupts people's brain functions. Your brain static pressure flows, your femtoamperes. Because the cell phone's applications are pinning neighbor against neighbors. And I don't know who voted for this. Like, this is worse than the airplane spraying in the sky. And if you ask me, it has a direct correlation. What's the airplane spraying in the sky? A direct correlation. Like, I'm like so dumbfounded how easy this is to spot and see. So dumbfounded. Just pay attention to the birds too. After you listen to this, listen to the birds. Okay, that's all part of the system. Because not only human brains are getting pissed with, bird brains, insect brains, animal brains can get pissed with. And the birds are very easy to remote control, apparently. Because on demand, these things come around until somebody takes the signal out of the sky, either from the plane or the antennas that are up there. Okay? I'm not, it's either stealth aircraft or nano antennas, period, point blank. But there's too much control going on to be just a nano antenna. I will state that. I will say that the scale's tipping towards a stealth aircraft. There's way too much control. Way too much. And the area is very large. It's going for miles. Fuck it, it'll follow you all the way 40, 50 miles away. So, it's just like one of those things. Like they're really pushing their limits and pushing their luck here, because there's somebody writing litigation and lobbying right now to get their asses out of this. It's just going to, because what sends a red flag, artificial intelligence, is whenever you talk, nobody fucking stops and says hello. Nobody stops to give a shit what the hell you're saying. It's like a big red flag. A huge red flag. Like, well, we don't care, but it's happening to these people because you can tell they get up and run. And they run away, get in their cars, and go. Somehow, whatever government contractor, whoever, it doesn't matter. Because it's DNA computing and they're working on a system, and this is how they play with one another. They put their lives on the line.